Welcome to the Late Night Gamer and round 2 for the Allies or for the US troops. So we saw last time that it didn't go exactly very well. For Germans, they were in dire straits, to put it mildly. And you also know that the US reinforcements are coming up in 2 turns time. So I did correct the problems I had to remember where this stack was. He's going to advance into the woods in his advancement phase, and then the game sort of goes to the US turn. So one thing I need to do is to take away all the CX counters from the broken units, because units cannot be broken and CX'd at the same time. US rally. So well, the pin marker goes away, of course. Okay, the US soldiers have only one broken unit, and that's this guy here. He is a leader with a squad, so the leader is going to rally or try to rally. 6 morale. He's in the woods. Yeah, he doesn't. He rolls 10, so nope, he doesn't rally. The leader does not rally. And the attacker can actually try to self-rally one unit, even though there's no leaders there, so he's going to try to self-rally this guy. He's also desperate though, so it's almost impossible. And he rolls a 6, so that's not okay, because he has even though he has a morale of 7 and it's in the woods, putting this roll down to a 5, he gets a +4 for desperation. So that's 9, so he's not able to rally, but at least he's not desperate anymore. Okay, so that's it for the US people. So the Germans, they need to check if they have any leaders that can rally. This guy here in the woods for the German, he is wounded and in the woods, so the wounds lowers the morale by 1. So he actually has a 6 morale. He's in the woods, puts him back at 7. And he rolls a 10, so oops, so he's not able to rally. And then we can see that the Germans have a lot of units out here, but the problems they have is that they really don't have any leaders. Nope. So none of these people can rally, but they will remove the desperation. They have some people here in the building, but actually with a leader, so the real leader here will try to rally. Remember that he is desperate. No, he does not rally. He rolls an 8. So I think I was a little bit too quick. I want to try to acquire this medium machine gun with these Germans here. I should have done it before I tried to rally. I overlooked that, but I'm going to allow it anyway. Let's see if they can do that. And they need to roll a roll lower than 6, so that should be easy peasy. They roll a 2. That's perfect. They do acquire this medium machine gun. That's fine. These people here are desperate in the woods. And no leader, so they have to stay put, no rallying, removing the desperation morale. And that's it for the rally phase. I think the only hope that the Germans have is that medium machine gun they just picked up. Maybe they're able to do something. Most likely not. That's the end of the road phase. Yeah. And now we are in prep fire, where the Americans are not going to move. They are just going to fire, and we'll see that if the Germans will be forced to give up after this round of fire actually. Yeah, let's see. Yeah, they are going to do that. They're going to change the covert arc 1 and then fire right up there. Firing distance 4. The hit number is 8. And they changed the covert arc. So the gun rolled a 7. They need to, the hit number is 8. But the gun can intensify. And he will do that. That's a penalty of +2. And it's the same modifiers that apply with this guy here in the woods. But now he has a -2 acquired target. And there's no changing of the covered arc. Break number is lowered, and there's a +2 modifier because of the intensifier. They actually rolled an 8. The gun has intensified. That's it for the gun, at least. Oh, that gun. Yeah, this gun is going to fire on the only German unit that poses a threat that's left, and that's this guy here with the medium machine gun. Modifiers. It's out in the open, there's no hindrance of terrain, no, there is no acquired target. It's not. So let's see if they can make that to hit number. Yes, they can. They can actually do that. The green gun, we're going to make that gun here green like that. 20th column. Still insane. Oh, but he rolls an 11. That's really bad. That's a... let me see. Actually, that's actually a normal morale check on the 20th column. Morale of 7. Whoa. Not bad. Not bad. So they survive, actually. Gun has the opportunity of intensifier. I'm going to do that. Still, it's a hit of 7. Now they have a -1, but they have because of the acquired target. But they have a +2 because of intensifier. So they will roll and see what they get. Well, they get a 4. No question that this is a hit. And then on the same column we are rolling another 11. Another normal morale check. We know that the morale of these guys is 7. So this time they roll on 8 and they break. So the last gun here has an acquired target. Oh, can we see that? No, not really. The last gun is way over here, has an acquired target right about here. And these guys are in the woods. Bad for them. We're going to shoot. 155, range 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 12. That's a 7, the hit number of 7. Fire, so the woods gives a +1 protection. So that takes away the acquired targets. But they roll a 4, so that is a hit for sure. And we're going to see what that hit causes. Roll 8. And this is 155, which is a very hefty gun. On the 30th column, that's a 3 morale check. And the guys that are hit has only a morale of 4. Is it possible? They're conscripts, so broken conscripts are bad. 4. Oh man. Yes, they rolled a 6, so this half squad is eliminated. The gun has prep fired. It can actually consider, yeah, it will intensifier. Doesn't have to intensify at the same target as far as I understand. But they're going to intensifier on these guys. Hit number is 8, I think. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yes, the hit number is 8. No modifiers, nothing. Oh, except that there's modifiers, of course, of +2 because of the intensifier. So that's a 9, so that's a miss actually. The mortar is going to fire here. They have an acquired target in this hex, so that doesn't count. Let's arrange it 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 with the mortar. Oh no, they rolled a 10. So they missed. Quite a target though. Okay, I'm going to fire this medium machine gun at this squad. medium machine gun. Maybe I will team up with 1 5-power range. 1, 2, 3, 4. No, what's that range? Even with a leader, I'm going to leader direct the medium machine gun. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 5-power of 4. There's no modifiers. Ugh. 12. That's a miss. Oh, you know, it broke. Yes. Do I have anything else I want to fire with? I'll have these guys. They can try. Why not? They have firepower of 5 with a range of 4. So they will fire outside of the range. 4, 6. Half firepower. So that's firepower 2. They rolled a 9. Miss. They also have prep fired. And I think... Oh, they have a half squad here. No, there's no point. So that's it on this side. This half squad is going to fire directly here. They're inside of the range. Firepower 2. No modifiers. They rolled a 6. It's bad rolls now. Well, it's a pin check, but they're already broken, so there's no point in taking that pin check. That's it for the Americans. They're going to stop. We're into movement. The Americans is not going to move. Then the Germans can do defensive fire. If they have anything to fire with, nobody can see anything. They have one squad which is out in the open and still able to do something. But that poor guy is just... Well, it's a second liner full squad, so he will fire. 2, 3, 4. He will fire this gun right here, which is out in open, but he is, what you call it, entrenched, emplaced. Maybe it was emplaced, yeah. Well, anyway, he's firing. Firepower 4, inside range, and with a +2. Oops. So he rolled a 7, which is going to be a 9. Which is a miss. Okay, they do have a squad left though. I forgot about that. They have a squad here. They have 2 squads, even though they're CX'd. Maybe they will try to do something. They will fire at this squad just to see, just to, you know, take it out. They can actually also see this squad here. They're going to fire here with both of these troops here. That's a combined firepower of 8, doubled because it's adjacent, 16. And a +1 on the die roll because of the woods. Firepower 16. They rolled so bad. They rolled a 10. It's just a pin check. And they're already broken, so the pin check doesn't make any sense. Absolutely no effect. And that's it. Germans, ahoy, nothing more to do. Remove the find fire markers. Advancing fire. No advancing fire is eligible for the US troops. Now in the rout phase, first we have to check for desperation, and these guys have to be desperate because they are adjacent to other troops. If a unit is in open ground and within range of a good order enemy unit, they have to be desperate. So this guy has a range of 3, so these guys have to be desperate, and these guys have to be desperate. This guy is in range of the gun and line of sight, so he has to be desperate. This guy here is in line of sight and range of the gun, so he has to be desperate. He is desperate, so that's fine. The US troops should have had a desperation morale marker on them the moment the Germans moved adjacent, so they are desperate. That's placing all the DM markers. Now, let's rout. Attacker first. So these guys, what can they see? They can see these units here, so they know of them. They can't move closer to them, meaning they cannot rout here. I believe that they actually just have to give up. That's harsh. Huh, well, okay. Then the Germans have to rout. They're going to use low crawl. They don't want to go too far, so they don't interdict. don't get interdicted. We'll use low crawl. Ripsy dipsy, that's it. Oh, there's one more. These guys. Yep, these guys are moving here into the woods. Okay, so now we move the prep fires and intensive fire markers. Then Americans can move their units. They will not move anything in the advancing phase. Close combat, and we are done with the American turn. We are on German turn 3. Well, that's later. See you guys. Bye bye.